What is going on there, citizens of the Reject Nation? It is time for Umbrella Academy Season 4, Episode 3. Today, we have no idea how people are feeling about this show, and I like to keep it that way so I can just be honest, unlike this guy. Aaron, how you doing?
Feeling good, feeling pure in our opinions. It's okay, I didn't love the first one. We're here for 3, baby.
You loved the second one.
I did love the second one.
Love the first 2 a lot. Anywho, guys, leave your thoughts down below and what you think about the season as a whole. You could leave a like on this video, too. That would be awesome. Teleport your way to the subscribe and notification bell. Rumor your way to thanking Prepper for editing down these highlights.
I see what you did.
Monkey pone your way to Patreon. Full-length retro watch along. Recently with your own copy.
Yep.
You know how reactors do with their patrons. And cover several things exclusive there too. We also got shirts.
A lot of shirts.
Yeah.
You got this shirt. You got that shirt.
Way more shirts. Two new. I got a Why is Thor Crying shirt that I haven't promoted yet.
Ooh.
It's a good one.
Are they getting exclusive or it's already out by the time this comes out?
It's definitely on the site now. I just haven't promoted it.
Okay.
There it is, guys. It's in the mail for me, but I really like that one a lot. I can't wait to wear it.
Ooh.
Let's do it, guys. Channel News 9.
We begin tonight with a larger-than-life story down on Kensington Wharf. Action 9's very own Bailey Stone is live with the story.
That's right, Jessica.
Captured giant squid.
Who appear to have caught what may be the largest squid ever recorded by man.
Okay. Is it Ben?
Oh.
Normal day, we was trying to haul in some claws when Rolf here, he said that he snagged something real big.
Real big, yeah.
Yeah, huge like.
A squid.
Thought it was a fucking whale.
Can't say that on Channel 9.
And then next thing you know, bang!
Yeah.
Look at that.
Oh, that is a very big squid.
To the squid here,
Oh.
Yeah, it's a
what the
hand,
hell?
isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
something is moving inside the squid.
Is there a face?
I don't know if you guys are getting this.
Yeah, it looks like a face.
Holy crap.
I mean, this is incredible, but I think I
is
see
so freaky.
a face. They are cutting inside the squid.
Maybe Ben is inside of that thing.
It really seems like it's Ben's season. That's not Ben.
That's
a
a grown woman.
Can you tell us what happened?
Oh, is that the girl?
Yeah, I guess so.
Ah, Ben's love interest.
The cleanse.
The cleanse.
What is the cleanse? Who is this little girl? Where did she come from? And where will she go from here?
Did they say this was in Maine?
Oh!
Not Klaus.
Hargreeves.
He's always at the right place at the right time, isn't he?
Convenient.
Conveniently at the right place at the right time. Even though he's got his body back, he still looks super slim.
Yeah, I feel like they slim him down each season.
For a second there, we had her.
Who were those weirdos with the fanny packs? Was it me or did they smell like wet sheet?
Goats, I thought. And why did they call you Nancy?
Answer Nancy.
Their names are Gene and Gene. They run an underground organization called the Keepers.
It's cool.
Not a
Once you get to the top, it's always a...
They're an extremist group who believe they have memories from an alternate timeline,
Yeah, and some of the memories are pretty much bang on.
calling this phenomenon the umbrella effect.
How is this even possible?
Well, you know, we're still working on that.
We?
Are you okay?
I'm absolutely fine, thanks to you.
He was willing to die.
Are you mad at me because I saved your
I
life?
was very clear, was I not? No, Marigold.
I know, Klaus, but what was I supposed to do? Let you die?
3 years clean and sober, but this is what you wanted.
You don't have to go back.
He feels like it's a gateway, though, to it all.
Yeah, you can find another way.
As long as I'm around, you don't have to look directly at your empty pit of a life.
Oh, okay, wow.
My man.
Maybe you should take it down a notch.
No, I think I'll take it up a notch, shall we? I mean, dysfunction is, after all, what we do best in this family. We got daddy issues, chaos. Mommy issues, more daddy issues, obnoxious asshole issues, and you
Mommy issues.
Yeah.
seem kind of weirdly self-actualized as far as I can tell.
This is the thanks I get for taking care of you for the past 5 years.
I think you've got that back to front, sweetheart.
Oh.
Who took care of you since Ray walked out?
Yep.
Who took care of your little Claire while you bombed every shitty audition in town?
Ouch.
Damn.
So you think that I like having a grown man living in my basement, covering my entire house in bubble wrap?
You guys took care of each other.
Jump off the deep end because that is so clearly what you want to do. Have fun and see if I give a shit.
This reminds me of my family so much.
You honored the old Klaus. You got him.
You don't have to dive back in. Oh, yeah, he don't care no more.
There's no cars the entire time. The one time he passes, 2 cars.
Does anybody else have some shit that they want to get off their chest? Because now's the time. No? No takers? Good, because I'm done being the bad guy in this family.
I mean, you'd all be dead if it wasn't for Claire.
What are we going to do about Jennifer?
I just call her Claire.
You did.
That's not her
Claire's the
name.
daughter. No. Yeah. No, that's Grace.
No. No. What's her name?
Which one?
The rumor woman.
Oh, Allison.
Allison. Dang, I totally forgot her name just now. Grace is Diego's daughter.
Yeah. I don't know who Claire is.
Hey, Ben.
Oh.
It's 3 o'clock. Check in with your parole officer.
Oh, right. I can't wait to catch him up on what I've been up to. Crossing state lines, shooting up a whole town, flipping a Volkswagen. Good idea. Moron.
Why don't you just lie?
All those people back in New Grumpson, they were wearing Hargreaves branded military gear.
The entire goddamn place was a Hargreeves town.
Yeah, it's like it was designed to keep Jennifer hostage.
What's so important about her anyway?
Wow. Had a whole Truman effect type of thing.
Isn't it obvious? She's one of us.
No way. I mean, that would make sense. Why else would Dad build a Truman Show around her?
Truman Show. Yeah, exactly.
Well, they're both gone now, so that leaves us with 2 shitty options. We either go after the keepers or worse, talk to Dad.
I think we need to split up. Me and Lila will follow up with the keepers. The rest of you go talk to Dad.
Did Lila inform Diego yet about why her name's Nancy?
Not directly.
It's better if we stick together.
No, it's not. And this little field trip proved it. I'm going on my own.
Of course, you're always splitting up.
And then there was 6.
Nobody else leave.
They always split up until they have to reunite with Daddy.
Yeah. Ben's like left/threatened to leave like 3 times now.
The reason that they call me Nancy is...
I already know.
Know what?
I followed you the other night.
You're part of the X cult.
I saw you. You were in the cafe with him.
With who?
Don't play dumb. The little Greek guy, the mustache.
The little Greek guy.
Is that funny to you? Your kids are gonna grow up in a broken home and you're laughing.
The little Greek guy is fine.
No, you think she's cheating with 5?
We've been undercover investigating the keepers.
You've been lying? And you're working undercover with the CIA?
See, this is why I didn't tell you, because I knew you'd have some sort of bizarre reaction.
I'm not having a bizarre...
It's a normal reaction.
Yeah, trust communication, guys.
We have much more important things to think about.
Because he's in the CIA, huh? I'm just a dumb delivery driver.
No, she didn't even know.
I needed something for myself, okay? Something other than changing diapers and wine mums and ballet class. At least you get to get outside the house every day. I'm just trapped in this unending suburban hellscape.
Man.
The life we built is so bad.
That's not what I meant.
It's not black and white.
Really unfair for her.
You think I like delivering packages day in and day out?
No, trust me. I mean, I'd rather be out there cracking skulls, but I mean...
Somebody's got to show up for this marriage, because sure as hell ain't you.
Ouch.
Damn. You guys could have just not had kids.
I want a fight scene to that song.
I really hope we get it. That'd be hilarious. Is he gonna turn into a squid?
Does she have a squid power too or something?
She comes out of squids. That's her whole, what? How? You took way too much, buddy. You can get that checked out.
I think he's like actually morphing into a squid.
And then she's gonna go inside of him.
Yeah, I wonder if he was the squid actually.
A time-traveling squid?
Yeah, little Watchmen thing.
Oh, no, because they clashed when the bus flipped over, remember? Their arms...
Oh, yeah, that's right, that big electrical on their arms. You're right, yeah, I forgot about that. It's a really blue-lit season, isn't it?
It really is. Blue and white and winter.
What?
An alpaca?
How about some fresh clothes, hot from the dryer?
Who are you?
Jean and Jean.
I'm Dr. Jean with a J.
And I'm Dr. Jean with a G.
We'll let you decide which is the dominant gene.
And which is recessive.
I love how they have these like rehearsed bits.
And their facial expressions.
My prisoner?
Of course not. You're our guest.
We have been looking for you for a very long time. We have so many questions about the cleanse.
Because she was the famous girl from the news.
What are you talking about?
I get it.
They must have memory wiped her or something.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
Is there anyone we can call for you? Mom? Dad? Maybe a friend?
It's an interesting offer. They know she can't call anyone.
My whole life, it was all a lie.
You're safe now.
I gotta go.
You just let Jean and Jean take care of you.
Yeah, how are you guys linked now?
This'll make you feel better.
Don't drink it. I don't trust that drink.
Sleepy juice in that. Don't do it.
You know, not everybody likes alpaca milk right away. Notoriously hard to milk.
Okay, I was right. It wasn't alpaca. I get alpacas and llamas mixed up.
That'd be a really big lamb. Llama.
So this is book club, huh, Nancy?
Oh, shut up, Diego.
They look similar.
You drive.
You sure, Wanda?
Yeah, I don't give a shit anymore.
Aw.
She's pulling to the right a little bit. And don't go over 40 or what's left of the muffler's gonna fall off.
Got it.
You know you care. Come on, Diego.
All the files are gone.
Certainly looks that way.
Will you two stand around twiddling your dinks? I got some recon to do.
There's nothing here, Diego.
Our target's left in a hurry, correct?
Yeah, so?
Haste makes waste, mommy.
What?
I have no idea.
The hell did he
He speaks waste, mommy? That's what I think he said.
Well, you gotta get back on that horse, Kimasabi.
Don't.
Whoa.
Ah, Lila and Five. I love them together whenever they go on their adventures.
Why did you blink us in?
Believe me, Lila, it was not on purpose.
Maybe this is the only place he can blink.
Ben spiked us with that janky marigold. When I blink, this is where I end up.
Yeah.
Trust me, this is unlike any subway you've been to.
Well, where do the trains go?
Well, that's the weird part. I took a westbound train. I went one station over. When I came up, it was the exact same day, exact same time, but a completely different timeline.
Why wouldn't we tail everybody and take everybody?
But why?
Why do it or why not do it?
Why do it?
Because maybe it's the correct timeline?
Shall we?
I should get back to Diego.
Boring. Come on, let's take a ride.
I don't want to be hopping on trains until we understand this,
You
Lila.
need to move your ass.
Is the girl's name Jennifer?
What girl?
The girl they captured?
Yeah.
The Jennifer incident. That's what killed the original Ben.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I think that was Ben as the squid.
Okay.
I think he was protecting her.
Oh.
That's my big theory.
Yeah, because they've referenced it for 3 seasons in a row
but
now.
no one knows why he died.
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna guess that maybe she's like this universe's version of like America Chavez. She in and of herself can access timelines, but she just doesn't know it. Why else would you surround a town with someone who is a threat to your reality? By Hargreaves.
What are you doing?
You know, this TV has been on the fritz for a while. Haven't you noticed? And hey, careful of your feet. Your feet on the glass. Mind your feet on the glass.
Oh.
That was an accident.
Oh, man.
Clearly relapsed me.
And I'll pay you back.
Oh, this is sad.
Whatever happened, why don't we just sit down and talk about it?
I'd be happy to discuss it at a later date, but however, your Uncle Klaus has had a truly horrible day, and he just can't have this conversation right now. I'm sorry.
He thinks a bad drink won't make it worse.
No, it's too late.
No, it isn't.
He's literally the only one who didn't want his power back.
Move, please.
We could just get through this together.
Will you please mouth?
Oh, Klaus, no.
Oh, you done sabotage this relationship, buddy.
I already told you. It's too late.
Oh, man, it's not.
This poor girl lost her dad. Now this. They didn't shred anything?
The cleanse. Come to Poppy.
Damn, Diego. Your recon skills did come in handy. This is very much like Matrix Revolutions.
Still have not seen that. Or the other Matrix.
Whole thing involving a train.
Dear diary, why do I always wear suits?
It's a broken vending machine, stand on the floor in the shape of Australia, and 3 burnt-out light bulbs.
Poetic. Where do you reckon we end up?
My guess is back in Gene and Jean's apartment. Same day, same time, different time.
Different timeline. I knew it.
I knew it from that thing you just told me. That apocalyptic one.
Yeah, the original.
We must have jumped forward ahead of time to the end of the world.
No. We haven't jumped anywhere. We're not moving forwards or backwards through time.
We're in parallel.
We're just going to alternate versions of now.
I think he's going to see Dolores there. Because I think this is after Vanya destroyed things.
I've been here before. This is my apocalypse.
Yeah.
I was stuck here for 40 years. This is the timeline where Victor blew up the moon and we didn't stop it.
This is a very shitty timeline.
Hold on a second.
What?
Him. Doppelganger.
Who's fart?
No, it's him.
Get down.
Doppelganger fart.
Who the hell is shooting at us?
I am.
Before he aged up.
We need to get out of here.
Does he have Dolores with him?
I don't think he gets Dolores to... Yeah, he does right there.
Yeah.
I must improve my cardio.
Well, that was short-lived.
How are you doing?
Did you find something, love?
Oh, I found something. Someone's gonna blow this case wide open.
Umbrella Cat. That's impossible. There was no Umbrella Academy in 2006.
Not in this timeline.
It must be one of Gene and Jean's artifacts.
October 14th, 2006.
What's so special about October 14th, 2006?
That's the day Ben died.
That's the day Ben died. Our Ben.
That's a coincidence.
Let me break it down for you. A random dry cleaner shows up out of the blue and hires us to go to New Grumson, Maine to rescue a girl named Jennifer.
Oh, this is neat.
I love this.
We get T-boned and the girl gets kidnapped by 2 vigilantes in a station wagon. Now, in their trash, we find a foreign document that has something to do with Ben's death. Hence,
The Jennifer incident?
whatever's going on with Jennifer, it's got something to do with Ben.
The Jennifer incident.
This is so cool. I love this.
It's tying into the first season.
Bet you regret not sending in that resume, huh?
What the hell's the Jennifer incident?
It's about time somebody acknowledged it.
That was a tragic accident.
Been waiting 3 seasons for this. Finally know.
Oh, this is going to be their chance to save Ben.
Oh, the original Ben?
Or at least this one.
Hello, Benjamin.
Sigh.
They know each other.
Where's my daughter? Did you find her?
Oh, wait, they know each other from the last episode. My memory is really bad.
I said it was a dangerous job.
You also said she was your daughter, which is total horseshit. She has no idea who you are.
So you talked to her?
Yeah.
So now you understand how special she is.
To be honest, I can't stop thinking about her.
Give some exposition.
Taken by 2 weirdos, Gene and Gene.
This is an extremely volatile situation. She's in grave danger. We need to get her back immediately. Where are your siblings?
Forget about those losers. I'm running point now.
Oh, he's got a map to her in some way.
What is happening to me? It's her. She's calling out to you.
What are you talking about?
How do you know that?
She's special. And you're special too, Ben.
Who is this guy?
Just listen to your body, okay? She needs you, Ben. She can't be out there on her own. You've got to see this through.
Follow.
You've everything you need to find her within you. Close your eyes. Listen to your body.
So clearly she's one of the 48 original kids, right? Oh, what did you do to him?
He's just letting it, he's just surrendering to it.
Everything all right, dear?
Yeah, it's nothing.
Come, we want to show you something.
Pogo.
Pogo.
What is all this stuff?
Proof.
Proof of what?
Proof that the world we live in is one big phony baloney lie.
At first, it was
The samurai swords.
one of those dreams where you don't know whether you're dreaming or not.
There's a Hargreaves boxer? What?
Along came the artifacts, little tokens of proof, slipping through time and space. Proof of the many worlds theory of quantum mechanics and such.
Go-goats.
Frauds, tricksters, charlatans.
Accused us of intellectual dishonesty.
Who's they?
The faculty at Golden Mesa Community College, for starters.
Our reputations were dragged through the mud, and all because we dared to speak the truth about these memories of another timeline. A timeline that felt so much more
True.
Who were you guys in this other timeline?
I was teaching at Harvard, and Gene was a MacArthur fellow.
Okay, but what does all of this have to do with me?
It all started with you.
You're the key, the way to destroy all the false timelines and restore the real one.
The sacred timeline.
Where's the TVA?
How can we help you bring about the cleanse?
You people are crazy.
Language, darling.
Their museum reminds me of Scream 6. Their memorabilia.
I wonder if that Jennifer footage is not from this timeline, but the original one.
Oh, I could see that. That's probable. What the hell?
I believe you two are already acquainted.
They kept the squid.
We're gonna reactivate that memory. Surprised that it's still like a fleshy since 1996, 1995. She'd be decayed by now.
Close her up.
This girl has had the worst day ever.
That is horrifying.
Seriously.
Don't leave me in here with it. Let me out. Please. No. Let me out. Let me out.
Jesus Christ.
Or it's just some like alien squid. Feels very Watchmen to me.
Are we really doing this?
Yeah, we are.
You skip the family reunions, you barely call, you never submit anything to the family newsletter.
There's a family newsletter.
Here you are, first in line to see Dad.
I'm stuck in an endless argument with him in my head. The only way I can move forward is if I finally say my piece to him.
The last time you spoke your piece with Dad, he murdered you.
Do you think this is their original Hargreaves that raised them, or do you think this is the one from the last timeline that met them as adults?
I don't think it's either.
Oh, a third Hargreaves. Okay.
May I help you?
My hope is that it's the OG, so they get that like parental conversation.
You can run inside and tell Reggie that we're coming in, whether he likes it or not.
Of course, Miss Hargreaves. Welcome. We've been expecting you. Luther, Victor, I'll escort you inside the house. This way, please.
Been expecting you.
Wow.
It's all part of the plan.
Father knows all.
Did you tell him we were coming?
No, I haven't talked to the man in 5 years.
5 years was also the downtime in Endgame. You're gonna get to meet the mom.
Yeah. Last time she was on the moon. Who is this woman?
Cool. It's kind of like when Vanya played the violin in the first season. All in white.
You must be Allison. I've heard so much about you.
You have?
Yes. And Luther, my little space boy.
Guardian.
Oh.
I finally get a chance to properly thank you for watching over me on the moon.
He knows he had a purpose.
Yeah, this is the OG.
Dear Victor, I understand we share a passion for the violin.
Yes.
Yeah.
More of a love-hate thing for me.
Hargreaves gave Victor the most important thing to him, which is that violin skill.
I just assumed in every timeline, for some reason, Hargreaves had to put her on the moon. So his whole goal was to create a timeline where he could have her. That's what the impression I had.
But also, he's just called Luther Space Boy, and original Hargreaves is the only one that raised him.
That's true.
But let's us get to know each other a bit first. Go ahead, don't be shy. Shep will be cross if you don't.
What are you doing, man?
Oh, he's floating. Oh, it's the biker gang Pogo was a part of. Where he's the tattoo artist.
Yo, Quinn! Klaus, what a delightful surprise.
What?
Who the hell is this?
I thought you were dead, but turns out you can float. And you look like the same degenerate smackhead piece of shit that owes me money.
What was that, like $5,000?
Try 40.
40? No, Monfrey, you got me confused with someone else.
What the hell's going on?
I don't know.
We could stand here and debate dollars and cents all day long, but I think you and I both know.
I'm guessing he owes him money because of his drug addiction, because he was still hooked on drugs 3 years after they came to this timeline.
How about I just rip one of those pretty eyes out of that head of yours and parents?
Yeah, I mean, you could do that, I suppose. Or you could save us both the stress and kill me right now. Come on, where's that gun at? Where are you keeping it?
Yeah, he wants it. He wants to die.
We're a sick puppy.
Not in the face, please.
Jesus.
How long will it take him to come back this time?
Immediately. Yeah, he had to test it.
That'd be so scary.
Extremely.
To witness that.
Would run, dude.
And Luther, what about you? What do you do?
I'm a professional dancer.
Did Allison not know?
She knows what kind of dancer he really is.
My chief of security informs me that the tiny hamlet of New Grumson...
Oh, he's more bold now.
Tell me everything I want to know now, or suffer the consequences.
You first.
Hey, so it's true. I suspected you couldn't have done all that damage au natural.
Is this really how you treat your guests? Threats and interrogations. Now sit down.
She's the thing that kept him grounded.
Guess we know who wears the monocle in this relationship.
Oh, monocle.
How did you regain your powers? Why did you destroy the town of New Grumson? And what have you done with the girl?
There it is.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of a long story, but it all started when we were approached by Cy Grossman.
I'm unfamiliar with the name.
Oh.
You'd build an entire town to hold a girl prisoner.
Her name is Jennifer, and I wasn't holding her prisoner.
Keeping her safe.
I was protecting her.
Protecting her from what?
From herself.
From you.
From them. That's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. Yeah.
She's nothing like you. In fact, she's your complete opposite in every way imaginable.
How so?
She not one of the 48 children? I feel like she's a threat to him in some way.
We need to talk about Ben.
Ooh, let's go. The plot is thickening.
Why is Klaus always off on these weird solo adventures?
He's always doing something by himself until he finally comes together to give relevant plot information.
That is quite the gift you have. I think I've got an idea how you're going to pay off that debt.
Oh, come on, don't keep me in suspense.
Losing fights?
This document is from our original timeline. It explains how Ben died. It refers to it as the Jennifer incident.
We already know how Ben died.
Yes.
Tell us.
No one knows. We established this.
It was a tragic accident.
They never state it, so they never know.
Our Ben died because we failed as a team. Nobody was responsible, and...
But you've always known that general information.
And what?
What if that's the story Hargreeves told them and programmed them to know and erased it from them?
Allison, how did Ben die?
It was a tragic accident. Ben died because we failed as a team.
Oh!
We were all responsible.
Yo!
Ben Hargreeves represented the best of us.
We went through this in the last prior season, didn't we?
But the fact that they all were just programmed, I don't think we learned that.
Yeah, I mean, we all learned that. None of them knew.
Okay, can any one of you remember how Ben actually died?
The fact that it's like verbatim is crazy.
You'd think you'd remember something about the death of your beloved brother, but you don't. Someone's been playing putty with your hippocampus.
Messing with our memories.
You know something, old man?
You are speculating about the actions of a completely different version of myself.
Okay, yeah.
It does sound like something I might do. May not have been a certain clandestine project with a certain clandestine intelligence agency.
Human experiments on the mind.
Psychological warfare was all the rage in the 60s, but it was only a brief contract, immensely lucrative.
If you can erase them, you can restore them, right?
With the proper technology.
Which you have.
Naturally. I'm sure it's in this building somewhere.
Put them back. Each and every memory that has to do with Ben's death. Because if you erase the Jennifer incident, that means there was something important enough that you would take the time to get rid of it.
It's all coming together. It's so great.
Whatever chain of events has been set in motion is ultimately your handiwork. Whatever timeline it happened in, help them, please.
Oh, you're a good woman.
I was going to say, do we trust this Hargreeves now that he has his wife back? Because I feel like that was the driving motivation for the previous versions. So is he actually a good man?
I think his heart's in a better direction.
Because I think, if I remember correctly, he lost his wife in like the 1800s or something like that. Or she got sick back then.
He's more honest.
Yeah.
Dr. Octopus.
I like that it comes out of his back now. That's so cool. Yes.
Falling asleep at the wrong time, buddy.
I love this. Oh, Jesus Christ. Jeez. Oh my God. Whoa, this is insane. Holy shit. He's literally Doc Ock. That's wild.
What the hell was that?
Nothing we can't handle.
I love you, and I don't know why.
Get down!
This is such a smart direction for them to take this.
Don't destroy the artifacts.
They were real good workers, too.
Yeah, but shooting them would have ruined everything. We did what we had to do.
We sure did, kitty cat.
They're so cartoony.
They're great. Yeah, I think the season 3 was missing that kind of element because season 1 we had Hazel and Cha-Cha, season 2 the Swedes, now Gene and Gene. It's great.
Do we all have to do this? Can't you just do it to one of us?
Fragments of your original memories are still locked away in your minds. They're all integral pieces of a bigger puzzle.
Yeah, vantage point.
I want to be connected too.
You weren't on the mission.
I wasn't on the team then, but I am now, and I want to know the truth as much as you do.
Interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, where were you on that day? Okay.
I want to be important to the story.
I could have relevant plot information.
No offense, but I'm not letting you near my gray matter.
Very well. Perhaps you could help.
Does he just have 6 perfect chairs?
Like, just for them, probably.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I lied about book club.
I mean, we don't talk about book club.
You know, husband and wife shouldn't have
rule?
any secrets, Lila. That's a rule.
You're right. No more secrets. I think that we need a break from each other. Time to reassess our marriage.
Oh, wow.
It's right before this happened.
Jesus Christ, Lila.
That's cold. That's cold, Lila.
Kids ruin everything.
Wait! Is this gonna hurt?
Indubitably.
Wow. Looks out of the 60s.
Reminds me of Days of Future Past.
Creepy.
Ben Hargreeves represented the best of us. Ben was the Umbrella Academy.
Cool.
Whoa, what the hell was that?
Whoa.
Oh, shit. Ah, man.
Damn it. Now we gotta wait a couple more minutes.
Oh, man, that was awesome. Dang it. I'm so sad this show is ending. It just gets better and better. Wow.
So you didn't like it?
Wowza. Hated it.
Obvious.
Couldn't stand it. Oh, man. Okay, let me get my thoughts out real quick. So, this was great. We got the progression of the plot, and it's getting more interesting as it goes along. I like seeing Five and Lila do their thing. I'm sad that Klaus is going down this drug route again. Like, I'm happy because he's most interesting when he has his powers, but it's also just a double-edged sword because it's really tragic because of how it's affecting him. Like, he has the experiences of the past 5 years, you know, with him being like this bubble-wrapped guy, but now he's like relapsing hard into like his ghostly, loosey-goosey
self-harm.
Yeah. It's an allegory for self-harm and drug addiction. And yeah, I'm very curious about the Jennifer thing. I'm not mad, but I'm like, oh, how do we not see the Jennifer thing sooner? Because it's like, it's just been this constant thing that we've seen since the first season.
Yeah.
And watching it progress, and it makes me wonder, like, did they have this Jennifer thing in mind the whole time? Or is this something they just thought of to wrap up the show? Because it's something they made a point of not addressing.
I could have sworn we had a scene like
they addressed it last season. Like, I remember Victor said it.
Where they were all like, does anyone know what happened with does anyone, I thought they had a scene similar to, not exactly that, but scene similar to that, where like they all realized none of them knew what the Jennifer incident really was.
And they just never addressed it again?
Yeah, I assumed it would get brought up in this season.
I don't remember that.
But I don't know why. It's like, I don't even remember if it was last season or the second season or something. I just remember them. I have like a very vague memory of them acknowledging that they don't know what really happened. So I was like, oh, okay. But this was like a scene that they just drove it home even further.
Yeah.
But I don't know why that's in my noggin. I don't know if I'm making that up or I just assumed that this whole time. But unless you guys know, just put it in the comments, because I could have sworn in like one of the earlier seasons they had a moment where they all realized none of them actually knew what the Jennifer incident was.
Yeah, I definitely don't remember, but I'm happy that we're doing it now because I feel like it has the potential to be really interesting. And the fact that we're constantly evolving this concept of timelines within the show, I just think is one of the better executions of it. Like, the only other example I can think of in recent memory is like Loki, but the fact that we're continuously going to different timelines and granted, there's still some stuff we haven't addressed, but I think overall this season so far is like the culmination that's made the entire show worth it, because where we started in season 1, it seems like we're going back in some capacity to the events of the first season. So this is like not just this thing that's like, okay, these individual experiences are like, okay, season 1 is like, we got to address what happened with Hargreaves, and season 2 is like, we got to go back and figure out why this apocalypse is happening again in the 60s and the alternate timeline. Now we're in another alternate timeline, but the fact that it's just them reconciling with the fact that we've messed with time so many times, and it's just coming together in a really fascinating way. I'm really digging it.
Yeah, I'm enjoying a lot of the plot elements a lot, and I do think that finally getting the resolve on what's going on with the Jennifer incident is important to actually resolve, and it seems like this will be Ben's season more than anyone else's. The show's really cared about Ben a lot, even in season 3. Like, he was the hook for season 2 going into season 3 of Ben's back, and while he was such a predominant character, a lot of us weren't big fans of the portrayal of that Sparrow Academy Ben. And now to see what they're doing with him here, bringing him back to a more interesting, grounded level, stripping him away of a lot, is actually really cool. And I'm liking the atmosphere. I'm loving the blue hue that this entire show has in terms of its cinematography and costume design. Hargreaves is always a welcome addition to any scene that he's in, and to see a different side of him via having his wife there. Few things, though, is like in a 6-episode season, I would want to get to know the wife a little bit better. And at times, this could just be from first-time viewing experience. I find myself kind of itching to get back to our main players sometimes when we're in certain scenes when they're not around. Like, I think Nick Offerman and Megan Mullally,
yeah.
Megan Mullally, they're very charming, and I love Nick Offerman especially. There are times, though, where I'm like, are they kind of just a little too much right now? And I want to get back to kind of like the main shit at hand, you know? So times there, I start to question. Again, I'm going to accept this package as a whole and reassess later on, because all this is likely to evolve and change, you know, because I'm like, all right, if we're going to spend all this time with them and spend all this time with Jennifer, I really want them to have a worthwhile impact instead of feeling like I'd rather dedicate this time to the other main players, because the main players, one of the shows, like the most interesting because it's the main cast of characters, you know?
Right.
And Klaus, yeah, there's parts of me that are a bit concerned of hasn't been the most interest. Klaus is usually like my favorite. Like it's him and Five are usually my favorites. And so far, 3 episodes in, he's been one of the less interesting parts to me in terms of serving the plot. It's almost like they're looking for something to give him. So I'm waiting to see how his character, like they're giving a lot for him to do character-wise, yet it doesn't feel like it's as flowing in naturally plot-wise. But that might just come in later on. I remember feeling that way in last season, and then it ended up tying in very nicely, where it's like he seems like he has a whole other thing going on with him, and then it suddenly ties in really nice. And so I'm sort of waiting for that to happen as well.
That's how it's been the entire show. Because
he's always got something else going on that eventually ties into the bigger picture. Yeah.
Yeah, because like I want to say in season 1, like I think he took a briefcase, got stuck back in time, had like a whole thing like the Vietnam War.
Season 2, yeah.
No, season 1. Because he went back, found a lover, and then in season 2, he tried to go find that lover in that timeline, but he was younger.
That's
before
when he had
experience.
the cult in season 2.
Season 2 was the cult. Yeah,
that's the cult.
Before he had the cult, he tried to go meet his boyfriend to try to stop him from going to the war.
Yes.
And then in season 3, he was like off doing stuff with Hargreaves. So
he was trying to find this thing about the mom and all this stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like, granted, he just now got his powers. Our first full episodes of seeing him with his powers, and I agree with the fact that, you know, am I happy for Klaus that he's got his life cleaned up? I don't think he was dealing with it in the most healthy of ways, but I am happy to see him feeling more like himself. But now if we can just get him more integrated into the plot or have him do something relevant, I don't know where this biker angle is going, but I like seeing Klaus be Klaus. But to touch on something you said earlier, as we were watching that scene with where they first go to Jennifer and like they're giving her the alpaca milk, I was wondering that I'm like, okay, we're spending a lot of time with these new characters, and how are they going to come in? It's something I was thinking as we're actively watching it. And are they fun? Yeah. And I am curious to see, like, are they going to be this threat? You know, what are they going to impact majorly what their experience was in the original timeline, and just like maybe something we just haven't seen before. And like I said, this is or kind of similar on the note that, you know, we're going to give it some more time, and I want to see how it unfolds. But yeah, we have 6 episodes, and
I mean, yeah,
we're halfway through.
I think they're wacky, eccentric, have oddities about them that
They don't
are
feel
really
threatening,
fun.
though.
I feel like there's but beyond that, I feel like there's not much depth to them. Even with like Hazel and Cha-Cha, you felt like there was a sense of depth to them, especially Hazel, right?
Totally.
And with the Swedes, you had like the complete revenge angle with them. I forget even what that was about, but no, was it a revenge angle? I don't know.
They were threatening.
They were
I remember
threatening,
that.
but there was like a darkness about them that seemed like intense and scary. But yeah, there's just something about them that just feels like so cartoony that it's fun. They're fun to watch as it's them. But again, a lot of this is like I've gotten accustomed to knowing that a first time viewing and a second time viewing can warrant 2 very different receptive experiences, and that's the kind of thing where I imagine on a second viewing, I'm like, oh, I might like them. I imagine I would like what I'm seeing now more in hindsight after getting the complete picture.
Right.
And I don't know what the complete picture is. For all I know, the next 3 episodes might evolve them a little bit more. But as it stands right now, I do find myself just like, ooh, no, let's stay focused. You know,
because they've largely kept them in mystery because we don't know their backstory yet. I feel like once we find a reason to care about them, I think retroactively they'll become more interesting. If they even decide to do that, maybe they'll like them as a mystery, keep them this quirky couple that just is a fan of the Umbrella Academy.
I think it was when they were cartoon dancing for no reason. I was like, this is fun, but
we could have cut this.
yeah. Like, you're letting them have fun. That's cool. But,
I'm like, all right, we got to have a dance number in each season of Umbrella Academy.
Yeah, I guess so. But no, I mean, everything else I'm like the mystery of David Cross is fun. Dealing with the mind trip. Lila and Diego, I think, keep bringing that part of. There's always something that Lila has to do every season that kind of annoys you, but in the way that's like that's pure Lila, and like that is very pure Lila to do that shit to Diego right before this mind trip experience happens. That's their dynamic has been really fun.
Yeah, I'm surprised that they wanted to have 3 kids because that's the lifestyle they're both attracted to. I feel like would leave one, if not both of them, feeling like a sense of lacking or sense of a missing piece. Because yeah, when you do have kids and you like are taking care of them, you gotta like settle down, like give up some of the stuff that you like. And I feel like that's something that in multiple professions people face, but especially professional. Like she went from like a super spy to now like a stay-at-home mom. I imagine you'd feel like a lot of resentment, or at least some resentment towards the life that you now are a part of, even though, you know,
maybe they
you
didn't
have a
plan for
choice in
3
that.
kids. Maybe they just ended up having 3 kids.
Wait, what?
Maybe they didn't plan for 3 kids, but you know, she got pregnant.
But yeah, she got pregnant with the first one. That was a choice because she was like, I got pregnant in like the second to last episode. And she's like, I want you to be here when I have the baby. And yeah, and then I guess they had 1 kid. And I'm like, all right. When she got pregnant with the other 2, like, all right, yeah, we have 1. Might as well have more.
Yeah. Well, sometimes I think they want like, I don't know. Some people want their kids to have siblings, you know. See with all kinds of families all the time. Some of my friends now have children.
I want 4 kids.
When they have like, when they're financially struggling, but they keep having children anyway, you know. and it's like, all right,
Well,
well,
that just
that's
worked
what you want.
like wonders for their marriage, huh?
Always. I hope they're all watching. They know how it never creates a strain in their life, and we never hear about it at every gathering.
It's a total fictional situation.
Not the topic of conversation always. It's common. It's common.
Very common,
It's
you
extremely
know?
common, you know?
It's
Sometimes
like-
it's cultural. Sometimes it's just, you know, you still want it. Who knows? I don't know. But either way, it's like it's very. I think they've humanized them very much so.
Definitely.
In a way that doesn't feel like removed from reality, because they've always wanted normalcy, And now that they have it, they just can't stand it. And it's like, that's the reality. They have a hard time accepting reality of the cards they're dealt. But let's move on and let's see how this progresses. I really like this one too. And I'm excited to see how the next 3 go.
Yeah.
Leave a like, subscribe, keep a lookout for the rest of our reactions, people.